Welcome to the Feature of the Week, presented by Gamers R Us. This is Alex, and today we're talking about Prison Architect. Prison Architect is a game where you basically run a prison for profit, getting money through federal grants as well as the items your prisoners end up producing, which include license plates, good old classic license plates. Even later on in the game, you'll be able to, for instance, build an electric chair. Currently, you can see I'm setting up my prison here. It's taken a while for me to get used to actually knowing how to set things up properly. There's a very sharp learning curve here, and frankly, I don't get that far. I get maybe up to 30 prisoners, and then I have a ton of riots on my hands. Now, a reminder, Prison Architect is currently in alpha. Recently, they actually released an update, but it is still in alpha, and there are a number of bugs, which include pathing and AI bugs for workers and policemen. And at times, I think the learning curve is, the difficulty curve is really high. So I'm not sure whether they're going to be changing that or not. There's just a whole bunch of procedural bugs that exist, but the overall title so far, in I think this, what is 16th or 17th update, is really, really good. It's very compelling. Now, despite its status as being an alpha, you can pre-purchase the game on Steam for $29.99 and have access to the early builds and such. A lot of something they're doing with a lot of titles nowadays. Now, as you can see here, here's a little bug that can occur when your construction workers can come in and they're supposed to be building things. Instead, they're not getting off the truck. So I now have to move them manually off. It's a little annoying at the beginning, but it was pretty easy to find a workaround. And that's what's keeping me so upbeat about this game, even in alpha, is that the bugs that are here aren't really catastrophic. A lot of them are pretty minor, and the polish that already is there so far is quite remarkable. The game, while having simplistic graphics, it seems, and being able to work on anything, has quite a nice visual aesthetic that I think most people will appreciate. On top of that, the game is, in a way, kind of a scathing critique, if you will, of the prison industrial complex. Whether you agree that it exists or not, that's kind of, in many ways, it seems to be the aim of the game. And I have to say, it's quite remarkable how quickly you really just start kind of looking at people as numbers and figures as part of your bottom line, in a way. The tutorial for the game even takes you through building basically an execution chamber with an electric chair for a man who is supposed to be put to death, and they actually have this kind of background story, this little cartoon where this man finds his wife in bed with another man, and he kills them both, and now he's repentant, going to jail, and then going to be executed. It was quite a nice little poignant story there that really got at you. So really, no matter what, even while you're trying to have fun with your business sim, you're getting a little bit of a kind of a moral jab to make you think a little bit, maybe just a little. So I guess here's the question: is should you buy it? Well, if you have some extra money, rolling around in your pockets, yeah, sure. I mean, I figured I had some extra money lying around. I thought, this would be a really interesting title just to experiment with. But its asking price, $30 for an alpha, I found to be quite steep. So if you don't have a lot of funds and you don't have a lot of extra money lying around, maybe you wait for this to come out before you put in the purchase, or maybe wait for a Steam sale, maybe something near Christmas. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But if you're willing to look past the bugs and you have the money to pay for it, and are willing to be put through an alpha and kind of put through a game testing experience in a way, then I think you would have a lot of fun, because the essence of the game here, the true game here, is actually a ton of fun. It's very addictive, and at times it's very comical. You can click on these guys, for instance, and find out their past, you know, what they're in for, what their security level is, how long they've had served, what their priors were. So there's a lot of compelling content here. It's just the barrier to entry, I think maybe right now might be too steep for a lot of gamers.